Welcome to Stoic Golden Tribe, the place where men sharpen their wisdom, strengthen their spirit, and rise above confusion in love and life. Today, we're diving into a truth that too many men overlook. When a woman truly wants a serious relationship, she won't leave you guessing. She won't just rely on sweet words or vague promises. Her actions will reveal her intentions loud and clear. In this video, we'll uncover 7 undeniable things a woman will do if she's genuinely serious about building a future with you. From how she communicates, to how she supports your growth, to the way she includes you in her world, these are not empty gestures but powerful signs of commitment. And here's the key: once you learn to recognize them, you'll save yourself years of wasted time on women who only bring mixed signals and empty talk. So if you're ready to separate truth from illusion and understand how a woman shows real love and loyalty, stay tuned, because this could change the way you look at relationships forever. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Stoic Golden Tribe, give this video a like, and share it with a brother who needs this message. Let's grow stronger together. Chapter 1. Communication and consistency. When a woman truly desires a serious relationship, the first place you'll notice it is in how she communicates. See, a woman who only wants attention will play the game of silence. She'll wait for you to chase, she'll give short replies, or she'll go missing for days, only to resurface when it suits her. That's not seriousness, that's entertainment. But a woman who genuinely sees you as a potential partner will invest in the conversation. She doesn't just wait for you to text first. She initiates. She asks questions. She remembers the small details of your life. Why? Because she is not afraid of being seen as too interested. Think of Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor. He once said, "If it is not true, do not say it. If it is not right, do not do it." A serious woman embodies this philosophy in her communication. She doesn't waste words or play games. Her words carry intention, and it doesn't stop at communication. Consistency is the second pillar. Anyone can act interested for a week. Anyone can put on their best behavior when everything feels exciting and new. But consistency? That's rare. A woman who wants something real will show you stability. Her words will match her actions. She won't say, "I care about you," then vanish when you need support. She won't claim to respect your time, then cancel on you repeatedly. Consistency is the proof of character. Just as a soldier proves his discipline not in one battle but across many campaigns, a woman proves her seriousness not in one moment of affection but in the steady rhythm of her presence. Brothers, pay attention here. Love without consistency is just chaos in disguise. If her actions fluctuate wildly, if she leaves you guessing every week, she is not serious about you. But when you find a woman who both communicates with intention and backs it up with unwavering consistency, you've found someone whose interest goes deeper than convenience. What do you think? Have you ever dealt with a woman who said all the right things but lacked consistency? Drop your thoughts below. I'd love to hear your experience. Chapter 2. Respect and support. The true foundations of love. If there's one thing every man must understand, it's this: a woman who truly wants a serious relationship will respect who you are, and she will support who you are becoming. Let's start with respect for your boundaries. In today's world, many men are pressured to compromise their values in order to keep a woman. They bend their standards, they abandon their mission, and they tolerate disrespect in the name of love. But here's the truth: the wrong woman will test your limits, while the right woman will honor them. A serious woman will not demand you sacrifice your purpose for her comfort. If you tell her you need time to work, she doesn't guilt-trip you. If you have certain principles, she doesn't try to manipulate you into breaking them. Instead, she acknowledges that your boundaries define your strength as a man. Think of the Spartan warriors of ancient Greece. Their discipline was legendary, not just on the battlefield, but in their way of life. Their wives were known to respect that discipline. They understood that a Spartan man's duty was not only to his family, but also to his mission. And because of that respect, they created relationships built on mutual honor. A woman who is serious about you will carry that same spirit. She will not see your standards as obstacles to overcome, but as qualities to admire. She won't just accept them, she'll encourage them. Now let's go even deeper into the second point, supporting your growth and ambitions. Brothers, every man has a path, a vision of who he wants to become. The wrong woman will distract you from that vision. She will pull you into endless drama, demand constant attention, and resent the time you invest in building yourself. But a woman who truly wants a future with you will do the opposite. She will push you toward your highest potential. She will remind you of your greatness when you doubt yourself. She will celebrate your victories, not compete with them. History gives us powerful examples of this. Consider Marcus Aurelius again. While he carried the burden of ruling Rome, he had a wife, Faustina, who stood by his side through wars, plagues, and political storms. Though history is divided on her character, one lesson remains. The role of a partner can either strengthen a man's legacy or destroy it. Or take Napoleon Bonaparte, whose first wife, Josephine, initially inspired him to greatness, but when her lack of loyalty was revealed, it weakened him. Contrast that with strong unions where a woman not only loved her man but believed in his destiny. Those men often rose to levels they could not have reached alone. Support is not about money, gifts, or flattery. True support is when she sees the man you are becoming and chooses to stand beside you. It's when she says, "I believe in you," not just when things are easy, but when the world doubts you. Let's bring this closer to modern times. Imagine two men. The first man dates a woman who constantly complains about the hours he spends working on his business. She tells him, "You never have time for me," ignoring the fact that he's building a future for both of them. The second man dates a woman who says, "I'm proud of you. I know this is hard, but I believe in what you're building. I'll be here." Which man is more likely to succeed? Which relationship has the strength to last? Brothers, it's simple. A serious woman doesn't fear your growth. She fuels it. She knows that if you rise, the relationship rises with you. She understands that a man who fulfills his mission becomes a man capable of leading, protecting, and providing at the highest level. So if you ever find yourself with a woman who constantly undermines your ambitions, who mocks your dreams, or who pressures you to give up your mission, you have your answer. She is not serious about you, she is serious about her own comfort. But the woman who respects your boundaries and supports your growth, that's the kind of woman who is telling you without words, "I'm here for the long haul." Let me ask you this. Have you ever noticed the difference between a woman who drains your energy versus one who multiplies it? Share your thoughts below. I want to know your story. Chapter 3. Time. The ultimate currency of love. Brothers, if you want to know how serious a woman is about you, pay attention to one thing above all, her time. Money can be spent and earned again. Words can be spoken and forgotten, but time, once it's gone, it never returns. And that's why the way a woman spends her time reveals more about her intentions than anything else. Let me be blunt. If a woman is too busy for you, she is not serious about you. A woman who truly values you will create time, no matter how demanding her schedule might be. Because when someone is important, they don't find excuses, they find a way. Think of it like this. In the ancient world, kings and emperors had countless duties, wars to fight, lands to govern, decisions that shaped the lives of millions. Yet even they made time for the people who mattered most. Marcus Aurelius, despite being the ruler of Rome, wrote in his meditations about the importance of making time for philosophy, for his teachers, and for those close to him. If the most powerful man in the world could carve out time for what mattered, what excuse does anyone else have? Now let's bring this to modern reality. A woman who is serious about you doesn't treat you as an afterthought. She doesn't keep you on the sidelines while she pours her best energy into parties, endless social media scrolling, or superficial distractions. Instead, she gives you the most precious thing she owns, her presence. This doesn't mean she abandons her own life or responsibilities. No, a serious woman still has her work, her passions, her friends, her obligations. But the difference is that she makes you a priority within her world, not an option outside of it. Here's a story to illustrate this. There was once a man who dated two different women at different times of his life. The first woman always said she cared about him but never had time. She was always too tired, too busy, or too distracted. He found himself chasing her attention, begging for moments together. That relationship drained him. Later he met another woman. She also had a demanding schedule, work, family, and personal projects. Yet somehow she always found a way to see him, even if just for an hour. She didn't waste time playing games or keeping him guessing. She showed through her actions. You matter to me. That relationship gave him strength. Brothers, the difference was not in their schedules, it was in their priorities. The first woman treated him like an option. The second treated him like a partner. And let's not forget the spiritual angle. Time is sacred. In many traditions, time spent together is considered an act of devotion. To sit with someone, to listen to them, to share silence or laughter. These are forms of love deeper than words. A woman who wants a serious relationship will prioritize building memories with you. She will want to experience life by your side, whether that's big adventures or simple evenings together. She will understand that time spent together strengthens the bond and lays the foundation for the future. Now here's the uncomfortable truth. If she always has excuses, if she constantly postpones, if you feel like you're competing for scraps of her time, then she's telling you exactly where you stand. She might like you, she might even enjoy your company when it's convenient, but she doesn't see you as her future. On the other hand, when a woman goes out of her way to see you, when she rearranges her plans to make space for you, when she values your presence even in the smallest moments, that is the sign of genuine seriousness. Because love is not measured in grand gestures alone, it is measured in time shared consistently. So brothers, remember this. Pay attention not to what she says, but to where she spends her hours. If you are in her priorities, you will feel it. And if you're not, no amount of excuses can cover the truth. Let me ask you this. Have you ever had someone who always made time for you no matter what, and someone else who never did? How did it make you feel? Share your thoughts below because your story might help another man recognize the difference. Chapter 4. Legacy. From her inner world to a shared future. Brothers, let's talk about two of the most powerful indicators that a woman truly sees you as her future. She brings you into her inner circle, and she plans her tomorrow with you at the center of it. 1. She introduces you to her inner circle. This is not a small thing. When a woman lets you meet her family, her closest friends, or the people who shape her daily life, she is making a powerful statement. I see you as part of my world, not just a chapter in it. Think about it. A woman who is only playing games will keep you in the shadows. She'll hide you from her family, avoid introducing you to her closest friends, and keep you as a secret. Why? Because she doesn't see you lasting. She doesn't want her people to get used to you because she already knows you're temporary. But a serious woman will do the opposite. She wants her family to know who you are. She wants her friends to meet you. She wants her circle to see that you are not just another face passing through, but someone she's considering for the long journey ahead. This step is deeply symbolic. In many cultures throughout history, introductions to the family were sacred. In ancient Rome, for example, marriage wasn't just about two individuals, it was about two families joining. Bringing a man into the family circle was essentially declaring, "This is someone I honor enough to stand beside." Even in modern times, this truth remains. If she hides you, take it as a warning. If she proudly brings you into her inner world, take it as a sign of seriousness. But remember, brothers, it's not just about meeting her circle. Pay attention to how she introduces you. Does she introduce you with pride, with a sense of respect, with words that affirm your place in her life? Or does she downplay it, treating you as just a friend? The way she frames you to her inner circle reveals how she truly sees you. 2. She plans for the future with you in mind. Now we reach the ultimate sign, the final proof of seriousness. A woman who truly wants a real relationship doesn't just live in the moment. She starts weaving you into her vision of the future. This doesn't mean she starts pushing marriage or pressuring you. No, a serious woman doesn't force, she reveals. She drops hints in conversations about travel, career, family, or lifestyle, and you'll notice you're included in those pictures. She'll say things like, "When we go there one day," "If we move together," "When we build." These words are subtle but powerful. They mean she is not just seeing you as her present, she is seeing you as her future. History teaches us that vision creates destiny. The Stoics often said, "The man who does not know where he is sailing, no wind is favorable." The same applies in relationships. A woman who is serious about you will not drift aimlessly with you. She will envision the destination and begin aligning her steps toward it. Let me give you a story. There was a man who dated a woman for years. She enjoyed the moments with him, but whenever he brought up the future, she changed the subject. She avoided commitment, avoided long-term discussions, and lived only for the present. Eventually, he realized she was never planning with him in mind. He had been investing in a future that she never intended to build. Later, he met another woman. From the very beginning, her language was different. She never pressured him, but she spoke of shared goals, where they might live, how they could grow, what they could create together. That subtle shift made all the difference. He knew she saw him in her tomorrow, not just her today. Brothers, this is the key. A woman who truly wants you doesn't just hold your hand in the present. She envisions holding your hand in the years to come. And when she combines this with introducing you to her inner circle, the picture becomes clear. She is not just dating you, she is preparing to build a legacy with you. Why this matters to you. Many men waste their years on women who hide them and avoid planning the future. They confuse temporary passion with long-term purpose. Don't fall into this trap. Ask yourself, has she introduced me to the people who matter most in her life? Does she see me in her vision of the future? Or am I just a placeholder in her present? The answers to these questions will tell you more about her seriousness than 1,000 promises ever could. Because here's the truth. A woman's future plans are her blueprint, and if you're not in them, you're not her future. Now let me ask you, brothers, have you ever been with a woman who kept you hidden, or one who openly introduced you to her circle and dreamed with you about the future? Share your experiences in the comments. I know your story will resonate with others. Brothers, we've walked through the 7 undeniable signs that reveal when a woman is truly serious about building something real with you. Let's recap them. 1. She invests genuine effort in communication. 2. She shows consistency in her actions, not just her words. 3. She respects your boundaries and values. 4. She supports your growth and ambitions. 5. She prioritizes quality time with you. 6. She introduces you to her inner circle. 7. She plans for the future with you in mind. Here's the truth. A woman who truly wants you will never leave you confused. She won't play endless games. She won't keep you in the shadows. And she won't treat you like an option. Her actions will speak louder than her promises, and her consistency will reveal her heart. Remember this, brothers. Love is not just about passion, attraction, or empty words. Love is about clarity. It is about building something that lasts. And a serious woman will make her intentions clear, not by what she says once, but by what she does consistently. If you find a woman who embodies these 7 signs, hold her close, because she is rare. But if you find yourself with someone who constantly brings confusion, excuses, and inconsistency, be wise enough to walk away. Your time, your energy, and your future are too valuable to waste. At Stoic Golden Tribe, we believe every man must live with strength, wisdom, and clarity. Don't settle for less than a relationship that uplifts you and aligns with your mission. Thank you for watching, brothers. If this message brought you value, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a man who needs this wisdom. And if you want to go deeper, check out some of our other videos where we dive into the truths that shape strong men and strong relationships. This is Stoic Golden Tribe, where men rise above confusion, stand tall in their values, and walk with purpose. Until next time, brothers, stay strong, stay wise, and never forget your worth.